Because of your faithfulness and obedience in private, God is getting ready to reward you with a public victory, public honor, public display in front of all who counted you out, in front of those who doubted you, in front of those who set you back. God is getting ready to do exceedingly above all everything that you could ever imagine or think. Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard, blessings that are going to make your head swim in front of those that said you were never going to be nothing, ain't going to have nothing. Now look at you. God is getting ready to do a public display, public honor, a public victory with the great reminders like David was anointed to be king before he even stepped into public victory. Behind the scenes, David was still tending to sheep. David was still fighting lions and bears before he ever fought a Goliath, before God displayed his power in front of all those who said little David was not going to be able to do it. You're coming up against 9-foot Goliath, and we have small David, but a slingshot. A slingshot, a touch from the King of Kings that said, no, David is the one. And David was going to show God's glory. David was going to show who God is. Just like Gideon, where God reduced his army to only 300. 300. They had to rely on God's divine power, God's strength. They had to trust in God and be obedient to know that, you know what? If God has reduced our army significantly from thousands to only 300 and they still defeated the Midianites, you can't tell me God is not good to say that he is going to get the glory, and he's going to get the glory out of your story, where it's not just for you, it's for others attached to you. It's not just you alone that's going to get a public victory, but for those that see that God is who he says he is, and he will do what he says he will do. Last but definitely not least, the Israelites marched around Jericho, where they were looking at them like they crazy. What are y'all doing marching around? And on the seventh day, okay, a trumpet, a noise brung down Jericho, brung down those buildings, brung down the strongholds. There is nothing and nobody that's going to stop what God has already ordained, what God has already placed on the inside of you, what God said that he was going to give you a future and a hope, because the plans he has for you is for a future and a hope to prosper you. If God said it, it has to come to pass. If God said it, it has to be done. He's not a counterfeit God. He's not a lazy God. He doesn't sit back and watch you struggle. He is the King of Kings. He is Jehovah Jireh, your provider. He is Jehovah Rapha, the God who heals and restores. He is Jehovah Shalom. He is the Lord of your peace. He is the I am, and he will do what he says he's going to do. So it don't even matter what it looks like. I don't care what it looks like. You got to know that rejoice, like Apostle Paul says, rejoice, for today is the day that you rejoice in your situation. For the Bible tells us that God inhabits the praise of his people. He inhabits the praise, because you sit there and take your focus off the situation and you focus on the King of Kings. You focus on the Almighty God, knowing that he has never lost the battle and he never will. You are a daughter of God. You are a son of God. He's not going to leave you out astray. He has already equipped you with the tools to defeat every enemy, every Goliath to come up against you. It won't work with what they're sending. Boomerang, return back to sender. You have been given the power to trample on serpents and scorpions' head and power over all the enemy. Walk in your power, claim your power, step into who God has called you to become. You are no longer on a shaky foundation. You are on a firm foundation, a solid rock. God is your rock. He is your refuge, and God is going to display you. Get ready for public display. Get ready for public honor. Get ready for public victory, because God said he was going to do it and he was going to get the glory through you. Stay blessed, because I know at the end of the day, if God is doing it for me, I know he's doing it for you. Stay blessed.